If you've been dreaming about building a fully custom home on your own private lot, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to show you 3 model homes that you could build with any customization you want in the Columbus, Ohio suburbs without breaking the bank. Let's go. So first up, we're going to check out their 2-story model home here. So there's some really nice features. This is a really beautiful home. Here on the outside, you got a big front porch. This is one of their most popular floor plans. But let's go inside and check it out. And here we are inside their 2-level home. So you turn around here so you can see the entryway. So I love too that they do have like an actual entryway here. You don't just step right into a room. You do have some separation here. So right off to the side, looks like they almost have this, well, I guess you maybe set up more as like a, not quite an office, but it looks almost more like a schoolroom. Come in here, do your homework and whatnot. But I love it. You got the desk area here. You got the chairs over here. Maybe you sit down to read over there. You got your feature wall. Some nice open shelving over here too. And some nice natural light coming in. You know, this is generally south facing, so most of the time you're gonna have, you know, the sun's gonna be on that side, whether it's coming from the east to the west, it's still gonna be on that side of the home. That's very nice. And of course, we had the nice barn doors with some flair, pop of color there, but very cool. So this is a custom home builder, so you can do anything that you want to the home. You know, change your flooring obviously, but you can change the layout. You can change the rooms. You can, you know, you can make this into a guest suite. There's a powder room right here. I guess I'll go ahead and show it to you. You could turn this into a full bathroom that's an ensuite bathroom. And you know, whether you want to also use it as kind of a you know, primary bathroom, you know, like almost like your powder room, you know, where it can be used for both, you do that. So you can do whatever you want to the homes, which is so nice to be able to do that. So you got your coat closet right there. And over here, let's see, we got our laundry room and mud room, which is pretty cool to be able to have those combined, right? That way you come in, well, maybe you don't always do it because you're probably not going to take your clothes off in the mud room, but if you'd had something dirty when you brought them in, you can just put it straight in there. So that's pretty cool. So over here is your garage. Man, this is such a clean garage too. Obviously there's nothing in it, which I like, but just very clean. I like it. Love the door. You pick out your door. So, I mean, there's so many cool things. I love the fact that this is a custom home builder, and the nice thing too, so you can pick whatever finishes you want. So obviously you could go wild with highly luxurious finishes, which makes your price go up, obviously. So here's the basement actually. I'm gonna pause what I was saying for a second. So the basement is their design studio, and they do have some meetings going on in there right now. Obviously, you're not gonna have a basement set up as a design studio, more than likely. So I'm not gonna bother showing that to you, but so that is the basement. I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, so you could have luxurious finishes, and oh my goodness, sorry, I gotta pause again. This is such an epic view in this room. Wow, those windows look incredible, and I love to the area above the fireplace. That is incredible. Wow, what a great 2-story living room. And I didn't even notice this at first too. It looks like there might be some snow on it, but they even have skylights at the top of the 2-story great room. How cool is that? I don't think I've ever seen that. But they're custom builders, so they can do it. Very cool. Anyway, what I was saying was, you can pick as many luxury finishes as you want, which obviously would make your price higher, but in a general sense, this is going to be a cheaper, more affordable option for doing a fully custom built home where you build it on your own lot versus going with a luxury custom home builder. Obviously, if you want the luxury home builder experience, go with the luxury home builder. But if you're on a little bit more of a budget, this could be a great option for you. All right, so over here we've got a little cafe, eat-in kitchen area. Really nice light fixture here. Very cool. And again, they kind of show off what they can do. This is really cool. This is like almost like a textile type wallpaper here. Really cool. And check this room out over here. I guess just we'll call it a sunroom. Oh, this is so nice. I love the windows in here. Nice vaulted ceiling too. You have access to your back patio, or your back deck, I should say. Very nice. Again, we don't get the full effect of going out on the deck because it's covered in snow, and I don't want to track the snow back in, but you get a little bit of an idea of it. Hey, you can have a deck right there, which this is cool. This is a really neat room, and I think it could be cool too if you could put barn doors or French doors even on this room to have it separate off. Maybe this is like kind of a kid's playroom area here. That way you could reduce some of the noise coming to it if you wanted to. All right, we gotta see the kitchen. I almost walked away from the kitchen, forgetting to show it to you. Can't forget the kitchen. Check out this. I don't want to call it an island because it's not an island. It's I guess we'll call it a peninsula, even though it's attached to the wall. But this is epic. That's huge. What a long, I still keep wanting to call it an island. No, it is not an island, David. Oh man, that is nice. It's huge. Very cool. And again, custom home builder. You can make the island or peninsula or whatever kitchen layout you want. You can make it as big as you want, as small as you want. That is the beauty of it. That's probably one of the bigger downfalls of not having a fully custom home builder is, hey, you got this floor plan that works for you generally, but then you're like, oh man, I really wish the island was bigger, But it would be a bummer to spend the money to build a new home, and then you come in after the fact, after you built it, to say, hey, I want to tear out that island and make a bigger one. It'd be a bummer. You just bought the new home and you gotta go make a big expense right after that already. So it's great when you can just choose right off the bat what you want. And speaking of what you want, I love this tile, and it's what I want. That is a cool backsplash right there. Really nice, and I love to, here we got the open cabinets up at the top. It's great, and they sponsored by Cheerios, because they got a lot of Cheerios in here. Very cool. Big pantry, but again, maybe you don't need a pantry this big. Maybe you want a door on it. Maybe you need it bigger. You can do whatever you want. Make it bigger. I love it. And I just love the idea of being able to design something exactly how you want it, right? You grab a pen and paper and you kind of draw out, this is what I would have my ideal home look like. The kitchen would be huge. The pantry would be huge. The primary bedroom would be huge. That bathroom would be huge. Put things in the place where you want them to be, all that kind of stuff. Oh, I just noticed too, the backsplash for the kitchen over there is the same tile that is right around the fireplace. I love it. Absolutely love it. Very cool. So here's just a close-up too of the fireplace area. Really cool. All right, we need to go upstairs. And if this is your first time to the channel, welcome and thank you so much for watching. My name is David DeLuey with Red One Realty, and I'm your Columbus, Ohio real estate agent. And if you want to know everything about living in Columbus, Ohio, or if you're thinking about moving to Columbus, Ohio, make sure to like the video and also subscribe to my channel. That way you don't miss my new show every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I take you all over the Columbus, Ohio area, showing you model homes like these and also new construction homes for sale. That way you get a great idea what it's like to live in the Columbus, Ohio area without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Whether that be because you live somewhere else and you can't just go out and explore here, or maybe you already live here and you're just like, David, it's too cold. It's 8 degrees outside and it's snowing. I don't want to go out and look at homes. Well, that's why I'm here. That's why I bring you these tours every Saturday morning. I got so many on my channel that you can go back and look through as well. So let's go in now to this bedroom and check it out. I love that view, by the way. Looking down into the great room. That is an epic view. Love it. My kids would go wild throwing paper airplanes off of the balcony there. And like the planes, not just the ones that you do to like throw far, but like the ones that will do loops and turns and stuff. That would be so fun to do that. They'd probably throw balls too. Like, let's do trick shots off the balcony. That is definitely something they would do. My kids love watching Dude Perfect on YouTube as well, which, by the way, Dude Perfect is coming to Columbus. So if your kids like Dude Perfect, I don't know if they're sold out. They could be sold out already. But if your kids like Dude Perfect and you're thinking about moving to Columbus, maybe look up when the Dude Perfect tour is coming to Columbus. That way you could come visit, take a look around Columbus. Be happy to meet up with you as well. But there's some cool stuff happening in Columbus. I know, obviously, if you live in a place like Dallas, Atlanta, Miami, Orlando, Tampa, Denver, if you live in a big city already, you probably are getting some of these, cool things already near you. But you get to experience them also here in Columbus without what I would call the downside of the really big city life, where you have, the commute took 2 hours one way. Like, you don't get that here. I'm sure like there could be the odd time, like there's one time where it was the opposite direction for me when I was driving home one day. There was, a backup where it was several miles of a backup because like, I don't know what it was, if it was a semi-truck crash or something, but it was like, that was the worst backup I had ever seen in living here 5 years. But normally it's not that bad. That's why I just always put my GPS on. That way I can see like, oh, there's a slowdown. Let me go this different way instead. Which it almost never happens that I actually need to do that. It's probably only been once or twice where that's been necessary. So there we are right there. Dual vanity here in the hall bathroom. But, the cool thing is, maybe you're thinking, David, that's too small. My kids are going to fight. Well, make it this whole big space here. It's a custom builder. You can do whatever you want. So this is just an idea for you. This is like, hey, get your creative juices flowing. You got a linen closet? Maybe you're like, David, we don't need a linen closet. We just need more space. You can do that. So cool. Love it. All right. Oh, here is my room right here. The Lego room. How about that? So fun. Speaking of Legos, so Columbus has, at one of our malls, the Easton Town Center, we have the Legoland Discovery Center. So like there is Legoland, like the theme park. So there's one in Orlando, the Orlando area. And there's one, it's called Legoland New York. It's actually, I think it is still in New York State, but it's like not in New York City. But we've actually been to both of those, but we have a Legoland Discovery Center, which is like a miniature version of Legoland. So it's inside the mall, but it's kind of like going to a kid's museum, but it's Legos. It's Legoland. It is like officially Legoland. So they have a Lego store at Legoland Discovery Center. There's actually also another Lego store at the mall. So they have like giant figurines where they've built stuff. So cool, so much fun. So if you have kids, if they like Legos, if you like Legos, make sure that could be another thing you come do when you come visit Columbus. Go check out Legoland Discovery Center. at the Easton Town Center. I'm trying to think of if I have any funny stories from when we went to Legoland. I know when we went to Legoland, New York, we went in November and it was really cold that day. There were so few people there and they had like half the park closed down because it's winter time and that's not their busy season. Like they were, you know, like you could tell, like, yeah, you know, this is, I think they actually might close at some point during the winter because it's just like, no one wants to be out here outside all day long at a theme park in, you know, like you weren't in, like right in Orlando, for example. You know, like, well, Orlando, obviously it wouldn't be freezing cold in the winter time either. But so like Universal Studios is in Orlando, it's like in Orlando. Disney World's like outside of Orlando, but you get that. Obviously, it's been built up around that area since then. But Legoland, New York is like nowhere near a city at all. So, you know, like you get people coming from the area surrounding or from Ohio like us to go there. But there was some cool stuff there still. Yeah, we had a good time, but it was freezing for sure. Yeah, I gotta think of it now. Let's see if I can remember any of our Legoland stories. But super cool. We had a blast at Legoland Discovery Center. So we went to Legoland Discovery Center here in Columbus prior to going to Legoland. First we went to Legoland, Florida, then more recently was when we went to Legoland, New York. But they're both very cool. But Legoland Discovery Center is great because it's way cheaper. You can get like a pass to be able to go. That way you can go frequently, kind of like you could get a zoo membership. Or you can get a membership to Legoland Discovery Center. That way you can go frequently as well. Anyway, if you're interested in moving here, I'd love to hear from you. If you want more information about any of the homes you see in the video today or any of my videos, make sure to reach out to me. You can call, text, email, or schedule a Zoom. I'm happy to help. I have people just like you reaching out to me all the time, even today, right before I came here. So I'd love to hear from you as well. Talk through what it is you're looking for, any questions that you have about the Columbus, Ohio area. I'm happy to answer for you. So now we got to go into that primary bedroom. And I do want to mention too, real quick, I don't want to forget to say, this builder has some awesome incentives right now. So incentives change all the time. So make sure to be aware of that. But as of today, when I was talking to them about it, they told me about some incredible incentives. So you can actually buy down your interest rate by 2%. So that's with a 30-year fix. So you can get an interest rate in the high fives right now for a 30-year fixed, which is awesome. Like that's as good as some of the production builders, like where you can't customize their whole home. So that's like right around that same interest rate that they will offer on their homes where it's like move-in ready. So like you have to be able to like close on that home in the next month or 45 days to get that rate. This is a great size primary bedroom, by the way. So you can do that. You can also get, I want to say they said $20,000 off of your exterior of the home, or instead of the permanent lower interest rate, you can do what's called a 3-2-1 buy down. So that gets you 3% less the first year, 2% less the second year, 1% less the third year. And you'd probably do that if you thought interest rates were going to come down, because you could refinance later to a lower interest rate. But so great incentives for being able to build. So really, really cool that they are offering that, because you don't always see builders doing that when you're building your own custom home. There might just be something where like, oh yeah, I mean, we'll get you a little bit off the interest rate. Here's a little bit of incentives. When you do upgrades, we'll give you 50% off of your first $20,000 of upgrades or something like that, where you have to spend money to save money, right? But anyway, they got some great ones. So I was pretty impressed by them. So this is a cool ensuite bathroom. I love, you got the nice wide vanity. Again, you could make it wider if you wanted to really give you a wide vanity. I love that you have the nice big window there. Also, let's see what we got over here. They have it open, but still kind of private behind the wall over here for the toilet. But again, you could close it off if you wanted to, not a problem. That's one of the things, you know what, when I see a production builder that has a toilet in the bathroom like this, and I'm like, dang it. But you would have to go in and hire out someone to come in afterwards to close it off. And they don't always give you enough space to do it. That's the annoying thing. So it's like, it would really eat into your bathroom to close it off. But custom builder, no problem. They've probably already know like, hey, yeah, we would put the door here. This is how we do it. Or we just make the whole side of the home bump out further. You know, like whatever it is that they do, they probably already know what to do in order to accomplish it. So that's really cool. All right, so here is your walk-in closet. I'll come around that side of the door so you can see a little bit more of it as well, because it does wrap around here. There you go. So that's very nice. And now let's go show you a tub and shower. I don't think I've ever seen a tub with this type of design. It's like, all right, you can step up to get in over there. But that's super cool. I don't know that I've ever seen that design, because this would be just massive if it was just straight across here. So I like that, you know, it's almost like it's designed, right? It's like a pool, you know, like you don't see a pool that's, I mean, I guess sometimes you do see a pool that's just like a rectangle, but it's like, you got the shape to it. It's really cool. Very nice. And over here is your shower, which again, you could make this bigger if you wanted to, because the reality is you could bring it out to here and your bathroom's not going to really feel much smaller because it's the only thing over there, right? So you could make this bigger. You could tile it up all the way to the ceiling, put dual shower heads. You could do all kinds of awesome stuff in here. But this is an incredible floor plan. I love that two-story great room. It was so cool. And this is a great sized bedroom, right? This is huge. You could easily, if you wanted to, you could maybe, you know, take some of this space that's over on that side, make the closet way bigger, right? Like you could do so many things with this because you have so much space right now with it. So very cool home. The two-story model home we just saw was the Cedar Hill. So the base of it, of this floor plan, is about 2,176 square feet. It's actually normally a 3-bedroom with 2.5 bathrooms, but they do have the optional 4th bedroom in this home. So the base price of this home is only $309,000. So again, because this is a build on your lot builder, that's just the home price. So you have to have bought your own lot that you're gonna build on it. You have to do the prep costs on it. But as far as the base price for them building this floor plan is $309,000 for 2,176 square feet. That's amazing. So as is, this home is showing about $250,000 worth of upgrades. So there's a ton of upgrades in this home. So that would put you around $560,000 as is. The Zebra does not come with it, but if you have any questions about this, make sure to text or email me. You can call also, say that you're interested in the Cedar Hill, and I'd be happy to help you with that. So here is their ranch floor plan. Obviously this one, they have just the brick exterior like you can see. Let's go on inside and check it out. And here we are inside of the ranch home. And check out this really beautiful entryway here. I love the high ceilings, and of course too, all the trim detail on this home is really nice. I'm gonna turn around here so you can get the full experience. There's so many things that you can do. Obviously with a custom home builder, you design it how you like it. You know, maybe you like having pillars or columns. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do it with certain materials or other materials. You know, here they have a great area. You know, maybe you turn this into an actually closed off study, or you keep it as kind of looks like here, maybe a little reading room. But I love these chairs, how they have them set up over here. But again, you got the really high ceiling, so really an elevated look. Feels way more spacious than the floor, than the footprint would indicate, just because you have so much ceiling height. So that's really incredible. And then over here you have a formal dining room. But again, that's the beauty of a custom home builder, that you can change it to your heart's content, exactly how you want it to be. But so that is really, really nice. All right, so then over to this way now. Here is your main living area. And again, you got a nice vaulted ceiling in here. Beautiful fireplace. It's interesting, you know, right now the sun is shining so bright on that side. So this is generally south facing for this particular home. So much sunlight's coming in. Right now we're about 1 p.m. right now, to give you an idea. But so much sunlight coming in from that way. But since you don't have windows coming in on this side of this room, you just have it on, you know, generally the north side of the home. It's so different. And there's no, other than just like the lamps here, they don't have any lights in this room. So that's why it seems so much darker than those two front rooms did. But, this is still really cool in here. All right, then over here to the dining area. And that's pretty awesome. You have that formal dining room up front, but you also have your cafe, your eat-in kitchen space right here. You know, that open concept that so many people like having, just flowing straight from your kitchen to your eating space to your living room. Everyone can be right here all together. So speaking of that kitchen, check out this island. Beautiful. I love to, I think my wife pointed out to me that she likes islands not having the sink on it. That way you just get the space as countertop space. So this is my wife's wish right here, is having just a nice big island with no sink on it. Got your microwave down there. You have some open storage for some cookbooks, or maybe you put some other things, you know, like a crock pot or something there to have it get easy access. This is a really cool kitchen. Some beautiful appliances in here. Nice wide oven. Really nice sink too. Wow. And I love having these windows. That way you can crank them open rather than having to, you know, pull the window up or down. You can just open them. That way maybe you open it just a little bit or you open it a lot. That's very cool. That's a really, really neat look. And a really nice backsplash too here. There is some texture to it. I think you got a good view of it there where you can see the light shining off of it in different ways. You know, where it's not as bright over here, you can just get a better feel for what it looks like. But that's really, really cool. Very nice. You know, there's just a lot to take in here in this kitchen. Just a nice, that deep, dark color for the cabinets without it being like painted black. It's not painted black, it's just a deep, dark wood color. Very cool. All right, where to next? Here we go. Let's see. So here is the laundry room. Again, some nice countertop space in here and good storage. So this should be the garage, which they have as an office. So I'm not going to bother opening it right now, but that way I don't open it and you see some random people sitting at a desk. But that would be your garage entry right there. And then looks like we have, I'm guessing, a pantry right here. Yes. And we do have a supply of Cheerios just in case you're hungry. That's awesome. That's really fun. I know there was one pantry recently that I saw where they had, what was it? It was a bunch of oatmeal stuff. I was like, oh my goodness, that oatmeal is cracking me up. So I'm gonna take you downstairs first. You know, normally I'll do the main living area and then I'll go to the basement and then we'll check out the upstairs with the bedrooms and whatnot. So let's go to the basement now. And here we go. So with a ranch home, you generally have a really big basement as long as it's a good sized home, because there's so much, the footprint's so big on the home. So you have 8-foot high ceilings, and there's just so much space in here. Obviously you have the pillars, the support posts in here, but you can definitely still do things with that, whether you separate it off, whether you make things into certain rooms where, like, hey, it's going to be a room on that side over there. And you kind of incorporate this into the wall. But you can do some awesome things with basements. Let's see what's over here. All right, so it's kind of cool though. If you have this type of stuff, that way you can just kind of hide it away, and it's not in your main open area. But you have a crawl space over here. Let me see if I can get behind here to show it to you. There we go. So it's still great for storage. I'm not going to try to get up there. My hips aren't that flexible. It's hard for me to squat down, but yeah, you can still store so much stuff in here. That way, if you want to finish this space here, just keep the crawl space for storage. But it's nice because it's not dirt, so you don't have to worry about it getting wet and weird. But you can still utilize that for storage. Have a bunch of storage bins, maybe put them on wheels so you're not lifting them. But lots of space down here. These basements are super, super clean. I like it a lot. All right, so let's head back on up now and see those bedrooms. So as always, if you're thinking about moving to the Columbus, Ohio area, I would definitely recommend you just contact me to have a discussion about it. Here's your main level powder room. I missed this earlier when I walked through this area, come into the living room. So just wanted to show that to you really quick. And it looks like I also missed your coat closet right there. So right by your entry. But anyway, I would encourage you to reach out to me because, again, you might be thinking, well, I can do it or I can't do it because of whatever the situation might be. But if you explain what's going on, I might know of a solution for you. I might know of a neighborhood that would actually work great for you. So it doesn't hurt to ask. So just make sure to reach out. You can text, call, email, or schedule that Zoom. If for some reason you call and I don't answer, please leave me a voicemail or send me a text. That way I know to follow up with you. I don't always call back a missed call just because I get a bunch of spam calls and I'd be wasting a lot of time calling back spammers that way. But I'll definitely respond as soon as I can to your voicemail or to your text. But yeah, so here we go. Got your closet. And again, you can customize this. So if you don't like this style of a closet or this style of door, the accordion door, rather than just opening it up as a door, you can change that. That's the great thing, again, about a custom builder. I don't know if you can see this. It is 105 right now, and that's not Celsius. That's Fahrenheit right now. It's 8 degrees outside, so we got a little cold snap going on right now. It was a little bit warmer just a couple days ago, and then it decided it wanted to get cold again. But that's okay. I can still get out here and show you guys around. So here is now your second bedroom. Again, similar closet as the last one. And then over here is your third bedroom. So it's kind of nice. You got 3 bedrooms all kind of lined up on this side of the home. So this is now on the front of the home. That's why you have so much light coming in through this window. It's another great thing. You can customize this. How many windows you're going to have based on the location of a room. So now you have your linen closet, And then here's your hall bathroom for these bedrooms over here. Very nice. Cool tile floor here. Bathroom, you don't typically see this. I feel like I see something more like this size typically in the shower, but that's pretty cool to see it as the flooring. But so, obviously this is the type of thing you could customize. You can customize to make it, just a walk-in shower or a tub shower combo, or to have it be a tiled shower. You can customize having what type of, shower head and all the different things like that. All right, so now, I didn't even notice this. Here we got a deck off the back. Sometimes when there's snow on the ground, you don't notice things because everything's just white. So I didn't notice, here's a different color than the grass outside. So you can see you got a nice little deck on here. So obviously you could add things like a deck. Obviously this is not a home that's for sale. This is just, they have a bunch of model homes and their office right there. So that's why it's like, wow, that home's really close by. Well, that's on purpose. So this isn't a home that they're selling to you. So don't worry about that. All right, now over here into the primary. So good sized room. You do have a tray ceiling in here. And over this way, so close back to the entrance. Oh, a nice size walk-in closet. That's really good. Plenty of space on both sides. Customize your closets again. It's an exciting thing because I know a lot of times people like the idea of being able to change things, but with a lot of what I would call production builders, they have set things that you can change, and that's the only thing you can change. You can pick your light fixtures, you could pick your flooring type. You can do things like that, but you can't just change everything. You can't say, I need that closet to be bigger, because that might be their only option for the closet. Or you can say, I need the bathroom to be bigger. Okay, well, let's make it bigger. If you need to extend how big the home is, then you do that. So that's super exciting. Again, they have a bunch of floor plan options, but that's just to give you ideas. So you can change things from there. You can, pick a floor plan and then customize it. Really cool tile flooring here. Love that. So you can customize a floor plan. Just that way you have a base, point to start from. Oh, this is nice and wide. I loved it. It's not crammed in really tiny where it's just basically the width of the doorway. That's really nice. So you can customize it or just go to town. Like, hey, here's the idea of what I want. I want this room big like this. And you can tell them all sorts of things to do. So that is a nice benefit of the fully custom home builder. And check out this shower. Okay, let me back up a little bit. So something you don't always see where it's like, it's actual wall and then the glass door. That's kind of cool. It almost makes me think of it almost like it's a sauna or something. This is so cool. Oh wow, they got tile all the way up to the ceiling. How cool is that? This is a pretty epic shower. Wow. And the really cool tile also on the floor. This is really nice. Love it. Very cool. Again, just so you can kind of see the door. Let me close it back up. That's super nice. And you can customize it. You can make it bigger if you need to. Change the tile. Very cool. So this ranch home is their Alexandria floor plan. The base price on it is $326,000, and they have about $200,000 worth of upgrades in this particular home. So that's going to put you at around $525,000 for just the home as is, again, not including the land. So this was a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home. It's about 2,400 square feet. So if you're interested, make sure to contact me. Let me know it's the Alexandria that you're interested in. I'd be happy to help you with that. So this home is actually one of their split level floor plans. So contrary to what I normally will show you with the split level, which is a 5-level split, this is not a 5-level split. So it's a little bit different, but I love here the exterior wrap they did with the stone. Obviously the garage door too looks really, really great. Got some nice light fixtures out here. Again, you got that beautiful stone and a little bit of that board and batten type look over there as well. But beautiful front door here too. Let's go inside and check it out. And here we are in their split level home. So let me turn around just so you can go ahead and see the entrance here. So you do walk straight into the living room area. I'm actually really excited to see this home. You know, a lot of times there's older homes that are this type of a layout. So I'm excited to see a new take on that. I often tour 5-level split homes, but that's a much different style than this is. A 5-level split's almost like seeing a 2-story home, but it's just laid out differently. So this will be really unique to see. So they do have some still really nice windows here at the front of the home. I love just having this little bit of extra height here. You know, it helps with getting the natural light, just making the appearance of it seeming bigger. You know, so it gives you that look of having a vaulted ceiling without it being vaulted for the entire home. So there's so much that you can do to customize this home and any of these homes. So obviously, you know, if you might see like, well, I kind of like this lamp, but I don't like what they did with this. You can change things like the flooring, the light fixtures, the kitchen layout. You can change everything because this builder is a fully custom home builder. So they do have floor plans, obviously, to choose and start from, but you can move walls, you can expand it, you can do anything that you're needing to do. So that's obviously really cool. So as far as if someone didn't need a ton of main living space right here, this is a great little area here. It's nice and cozy. You know, you don't have this massive space to be able to clean up. You got your living room into the kitchen and the dining room right here. But this is still a pretty good sized kitchen. And so obviously, you know, here's some unique things. Obviously, this is something you could customize rather than having it as though it's pantry on both sides of the fridge. Maybe you only want it on one side because you don't need that. So you could have additional counter space over here and just still have the upper cabinets rather than having more of the pantry style cabinets here. So obviously so much that you can do. But I love the fact that they did things like this, you know, kind of having the shiplap type look on the vent hood. It's really cool, really nice look. And I loved it as well in the living room. This is such a pretty looking, that's weird for me to say pretty, this is so pretty. It's a really nice looking feature wall. Really cool. I feel like I'm in a Joanna Gaines styled room here. It's really nice. All right, so let me explore around a little bit. All right, let's try going downstairs first. I didn't mention you got a coat closet right there. So again, split level, so you can go up or you can go down. So let's go down first. See what we have down here. And again, I will go over all the details of the home at the end of the tour. Wow, check this out. Okay, this is a really awesome mudroom and laundry room. Wow, that is what I need. That big of a bench for all of my kids' stuff. Be able to take our shoes off and hang things up and whatnot. That is epic. I mean, look at this. Got all kinds of things to be able to put towels, to be able to wipe the floor up or whatever. Obviously, if you have pets, you could put some their dishes for their food and water over here. I mean, that's just really nice. Love that you got a window in here, get some natural light in here. Then this laundry room is epic too. Wow. I love the fact that they put this island in here. Obviously this would be a great spot for getting things folded and whatnot. And so this is really cool. This is like a laminate countertop, but this is like the nicest laminate countertop I've ever seen. This feels really good quality. That's awesome. Very, very cool. So lots of cabinets in here. I don't know that I've ever seen a laundry room with so much storage. So this, maybe this also is additional pantry space, overflow for more of the bulk stuff that you have, you don't, have room for in the kitchen because you don't need to store all the extra cases of soda or drinks in the kitchen itself. But man, this is great. So much storage in here. Again, I don't think I've ever seen this much storage in a laundry room in any home, regardless of size. That's awesome. So I believe this is the garage. What do we have going on here? So this is unique just because of the, topography. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's right, because we went down half a level. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. So you drive in from the garage or from the driveway. Obviously this is a model home, so they don't even really have a driveway. But you would, in theory. Here's your garage. So then you step down now into what's effectively the basement. This is the basement of the home, basically. And so I wonder if this is what I was told would typically, I think this is what they said, typically would be an unfinished space. But because they're a custom builder, they can finish this. Another window over there too. I love it. So one of the cool things, speaking of basements, they can finish basement space. So if you were wanting to, so you automatically get a basement. Oh my goodness. Well, let's go down there. Hey, here we go. So we got another basement. So you have an actual basement. So you do get a full basement standard with their homes. So you have nice 8-foot ceilings in here. They do have a 30-year waterproof warranty on your basement. So that's awesome. But they can finish the basement. Now that's just like finishing the whole space for $35 a square foot. That's an incredible deal. Like that makes me want to build a home with them right there, just because I'm like, man, I want to get a home and I want to finish the basement. I'm like, can they come and finish the basement on the home I want to buy? If it's easier for me to just buy another home, because that's phenomenal. That's a great price. So that's an incredible deal. So great space there. Again, if you want to finish your basement, so that doesn't count if you're like adding walls, adding rooms, things like that, because obviously making additional walls and doors and things like that adds money. But just if you were just finishing the whole space, that's the price, which again, incredible price. So here's your kind of lower level room for the split level. So this is, commonly a rec room, a second living space. I had a home at one point that was what I would consider a split foyer. So you walk in the front door and you're like at a landing, and you can either go up or down. Those are your only two choices. You go up or down from the front entry because there's no actual room there. It's just a landing. So you went upstairs to the living room, dining, kitchen, and in that particular home was 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms upstairs. Or if you went down, it was a room like this, plus another bedroom that I think before I bought it was unfinished. And then they also put another full bathroom. And then it also had an unfinished laundry area. But this is a great room. Again, you got that same accent wall here, really nice. And so I like the fact that you can see up there, but obviously that's for protection. That way, kids or pets don't fall through. But that way you can still kind of see what's going on. Hey guys, okay, we'll come up. Maybe you keep this as like the playroom for the kids, or, the TV room. Whereas upstairs is more of the, the formal living room. Whereas that's kind of the family space down there. But this is really cool, actually. Really, really nice. Okay, so now we're going upstairs. And again, obviously, if you have questions about it, feel free to reach out to me. Actually, just before I pulled up here on my way here, got a call from someone that was watching me on YouTube. So love hearing from you guys, people just like you reaching out, interested in moving here to the Columbus, Ohio area. So absolutely love it to hear from you. Love to have a conversation with you about what you're looking for and how I can best help you. So any questions you have, text, call, email, or let's hop on a Zoom. That way I can, show you around via like map what different locations are. I can show you, and if you tell me what you're interested in for your home search, I can show you, hey, here's the homes that are initially showing up. Do you want to get some more options? Should we look in different areas, or is that good for you? And we can kind of tweak it together right there on the Zoom. So, all right, here is our first bedroom now. So technically with any new build where you're building it, you always have your base price, and then you have your upgrades and your options. And so those upgrades and options vary just based on who you are. What's your style? If you're more, no frills type thing, you might not spend hardly anything on options and upgrades. But if you want like everything upgraded flooring, upgraded countertops, just everything upgraded, then obviously, you might spend a lot of money in upgrades. So, but this, as far as a build on your lot builder, this is going to be one of your more affordable options, just because they're not going to be as pricey as what you might otherwise find in a luxury home builder that can also build on your lot. So nothing against those, but just if you're trying to save some money, this builder could be a good option for you for doing that. If you're wanting some land, if you want to build on a couple acres, and obviously that's, if you're talking about a neighborhood where you get 2 acres, for example, that's going to be a very expensive home, because more than likely the developer is going to sell that lot for, might be $250,000 or $300,000 or more. Plus then, they're going to say, all right, it's going to, because it's likely that luxury, luxury builder. So you're probably going to be spending $1 million on the home in addition to that. So it can get very, very pricey. Whereas the base floor plan for this builder, they're all very affordable. Now, obviously, again, you can go with upgrades and go crazy on that. You could spend $1 million on your home, but you don't need to. That would just be if you were building their biggest floor plan and upgrading everything possible. Then obviously you can get still pretty pricey. But anyway, so here is now your primary bedroom. Again, so this is not a huge floor plan. We'll get to the specs in just a couple minutes here at the end of the tour. But you'll see, like, obviously, as you've seen in the home, it's not huge. You still have that basement though. You got basically 2 living areas. You got a great laundry room area, but you're not in this expansive 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 square foot home like I sometimes show on the channel here. So now into the bathroom, and I like that tile they did there. That's really cool. And honestly, I don't think I've ever seen quite specifically this carpet, but this carpet's actually pretty cool. I've enjoyed it. It's nice feeling, and it probably does a much better job hiding dirt than those, really light colored carpets. So it's cool. So again, this is not, it's funny, this actually does really remind me of like this type of floor plan. It's just a newer version of it, because they typically don't have a big primary bathroom. In that home that I mentioned that I had, the bathroom was even smaller than this. Like the shower, no joke, it was probably like from here over. It didn't have a tub. It was just a stand-up shower, but it was so tiny, and the toilet was right there. The vanity was even smaller than this one. It was such a tiny bathroom. It was just like, well, at least it's an ensuite bathroom. So this is kind of throwing me back to that home a little bit. So that was a good home for us. First home we had bought after getting married together, and trying to think, one of our kids was born while we were living in that home. Just such a cool home. So this split level floor plan is called their Princeton floor plan. And again, you can modify this completely, but this floor plan's base price is $242,000. And they have about $150,000 worth of upgrades in this home. Part of that's because they finished that laundry room area, whereas that normally wouldn't be finished. So with those upgrades, you're about $390,000 for the home as is. Now again, that wouldn't include the cost of the land, but $390,000 for the home with all those upgrades. So it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, about 1,947 square feet on this one. So if you're interested in this one, make sure to text or email me the word Princeton. Let me know what you like about it, what you don't like. I'd be happy to help you get more information about this home. If you like this video, make sure to check out this video right here, or you can see the one that YouTube thinks you'll like right over here. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next week.